morning and Charlie and Harrigan and for the Big KLIFF.
There's a thick cloud of dust in the distance over the road from Windsor Castle, and I can make out a body of horsemen advancing down the road, coming close to this meadow. It's
Charlie Brown,
And
Harrigan. Yes, it's Harrigan. That's me. Deluxe Crown tires, great automobiling. Come on in the driving spine. Go, go.
Have a serious message of utmost importance. Even if you took the first oral polio vaccine last month, you're protected against only one form of this killing and crippling disease. You and your family are not protected against the other two types of polio. Protection against another of these types is being offered Sunday, and again, it's as simple as visiting one of the schools near your home and taking 2 drops of an odorless, tasteless liquid on a lump of sugar. Remember, get your second oral polio vaccine Sunday, noon to 6 p.m. at a school near your home.
Here's the report, Mr. Harrigan.
Oh, thank you very much, Squirt. Get out of here now, please. I just was handed the report. Remember we asked Bob Brock to make us up a special TV report?
Oh, yeah.
Bob Brock, the TV reporter for the Times-Herald. We said, listen, Bob, we want you to kind of give us a full report on all of the really worthwhile things that are coming up.
I'm very interested in seeing what all the good big shows will be. He has a list of them
in
there,
the 63 season. Everything that's worthwhile is... Why, the paper is blank.
This is Bobby Bear, producer of a new TV show for this fall, who says,
Shame on me for hurting
you. 16 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning, Charlie and Harrigan time. It's 71 degrees in Dallas.
natural mildness.
Buy Pell-Mell Famous cigarettes. Outstanding. And they are mild.
Clear to partly cloudy, a little warmer today, tonight, and Wednesday is the forecast for Dallas and Fort Worth. A high today in the lower 80s, low tonight lower 70s. Wednesday's high in the upper 80s with winds southeasterly 10 to 15 miles per hour. 71.
I got a joke this morning.
Oh, no, forget it, buddy. We're too rushed today.
No, we got too many things to do. Thank you very much, but we just
71 degrees is the current
Listen,
temperature
I got a good joke, but the audience like to hear a joke this morning?
Forget it. Now, please.
Now, listen, audience, every time you do that, you throw us completely off schedule. This Fink comes in here every morning and stands up in the audience and wants to tell jokes. Now,
I think it would be best not to argue. Let's just let him tell it quickly and get it over with. It'll fall on its face as it always does. What's the joke?
Every day, ever since I started coming down here in the morning, I see this woman on the side of the road on the front lawn of her house as she's hitting her son over the head with a loaf of bread.
Every day that you drive by, the woman is hitting her son over the head with a loaf of bread.
That's right. And this morning, as I was driving in, I noticed that she was hitting him over the head with a piece of cake.
With a piece of cake?
Yeah, and so I stopped and I went over and I said, every morning you hit your son over the head with a loaf of bread, and this morning you hit him over the head with a loaf of cake. How come? She said, it's because today's his birthday.
Oh, now isn't
I don't even believe that story.
Is that awful?
I don't think that happened. I don't believe that.
Morning headlines, Dr. Soblin dies in London. New Russian warning issued on Cuba. Hot oil hearings resume today in Dallas. Details soon.
Grandpa Moore has just expanded his service department. Grandpa Moore, serving Dallas folks over 26 years.
We have 71 degrees in downtown Dallas, and Carole King sings,
What should I write? Oh, it might as well wait until
Plinky, plinky, plink.
Oops, something else. A leaf dropped in there, I think.
Correct time is 21 minutes past 7, and that's
West Clocks, West Clocks, West Clocks.
West Clocks, the best clocks anywhere.
And by the way, the temperature right now is 71 degrees in downtown Dallas. This is the only area in the whole Southwest that does not have showers forecast today. That doesn't mean we won't have any, but they aren't forecasting any for north central Texas and, of course, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Everyone else is supposed to get them.
Never saw anything like it. Never was such a store. Medallion.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the only announcer we could get who we could mark down in price Charlie Brown.
Medallion Store at Northwest Highway and Abrams Road continues its spectacular offering of all kinds of merchandise at never-before low prices. Now, if you haven't visited this sumptuous new department store, you must as soon as possible. Bargains galore in every department: men's clothing, women's fashions, drugs, groceries, gifts, books, sportswear, bedding, draperies, and fine fabrics, sporting goods, toys. I want to tell you, you'll find just about everything at Medallion, and you'll save money on each item of quality merchandise you purchase. Go to Medallion now and see all the wonderful values for yourself. Hours at 10:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. weekdays, and till 6 on Saturdays, Abrams and Northwest Highway.
Hey, I'm a clerk at Medallion.
Oh, are you, sir? Well, I'm glad that you came up today.
I was a clerk on the first day they opened. You know the big Labor Day rush they had out there?
They really had a crowd out there, didn't they?
I was a clerk. I'll tell you what happened in my counter. A woman came in, and there's so many people around there and everything, and trying to get into the counters and buy things, and she broke her arm.
Broke her arm? What'd you do?
Well, what could I do? I gift wrapped it and marked it down.
Never saw anything like it. Never was such a store.
Isn't that all?
I don't think that really happened. I think it's just because the Employment Bureau is next door, or just around the corner here, and a lot of people come in and tell us wild stories. They're trying to break into showbiz. That's probably your trouble down there, fella. You're the wise guy with the jokes.
Listen, I got another one for you.
Oh, I should never have spoken.
Would you like to hear another one, audience? I'll be very happy to tell another joke.
The audience, he seems to have them in the palm of his hand.
I think they're all from the employment. All right, fella, you want to tell it and get it over with, Will?
Something else happened to me on the way to work this morning.
What happened to you that was funny on the way in?
I pulled into a service station, and when the gas station attendant was putting gas in my car, some of it spilled on the ground, and this little puppy came along.
Uh-huh.
And the little puppy started licking up some of the gasoline, see?
Well, I'll be doggone.
And all of a sudden, he started yelping and running around the pumps, and finally he just stopped short and fell over right on his back with his four legs right straight up in the air.
Oh, the poor little guy. What was he dead?
No, he just ran out of gas.
I don't believe any of these stories.
It's 7:25, friends.
Oh. And besides that, Joe, chicken's got lots of sweet natural flavor in it, but it needs to be brought out by Accent.
Use Accent in the red package for a wonderful world of flavor through seasoning.
At 25 minutes past 7, we have 71 degrees. And this pretty thing from Roy Orbison, this is called Leon. Song of the Islands there at 28 minutes past 7 o'clock. We have 71 degrees in Dallas right now.
Okay, Roy, you can put the muscles back in your neck now. That's all right. Sit down. Thank you very much.
Red in the face.
Now, put Gulf's invisible mechanic to work on your engine. New no-NOx gasoline from Gulf.
Now, it's not all peaches and cream with this Agent 600 working inside your car. First of all, you buy the gasoline, and he does the work in there, but you have to throw in a sandwich or a cookie every now and then.
KLIF 1190. You ain't heard nothing yet.
29 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning, Charlie Brown, Irving Harrigan time on KLIF. It's 71 degrees, and we have good weather today. Clear to partly cloudy and a little warmer today, tonight, and Wednesday. No showers forecast here at all today.
Hungry for flavor. Tarryton's got it. Tarryton.
Hey, if you're a veteran and you have a VA clinic appointment, keep it or cancel it promptly and give some fellow veteran a break.
Okay, this is KLIF 1190 in Dallas. Let's bring in the pipers.
KLIF Moment News.
Dr. Robert Soblin has succumbed.
Punisher is done by Bobby B. 27 minutes before 8 now and 71 degrees in Dallas. I did want to say one thing, that we've noticed that Pravda, the communist newspaper, has commended the American poet Robert Frost today. And we're going to look into that in more detail in just a few moments.
Perhaps we can bring a poet on the show for you just a little later on and give you a little sampling of some of Mr. Frost's works. Some automobile dealers talk deal. But Hamilton Chrysler Plymouth lays it on the line. No come-ons, no gimmicks, just a fantastic way to clear the showroom for the new models. Right now, you can have a spanking new 62 Valiant sedan for only $16.89. A 62 Plymouth sedan for just $19.26. You'll find equal bargains in all other models. Get by Hamilton Chrysler Plymouth, Cedar Springs at Maple, or call them and say, "Hold one till I get there." That's Hamilton Chrysler Plymouth, Cedar Springs at Maple.
Yeah, friends, and if you do call and say, "Hold one till I get there," I wish you would go get it. Because a lot of people have called and say, "Hold one."
By the way, they told us to tell you, the fellow who called, they are still holding that brand new 1928 Plymouth touring car, and they're getting a little impatient. They wish you'd come down and pick it up. They don't mind holding it, except that it's getting heavy. Those guys are about ready to set it down.
And the one thing else, too, they don't feel that there are too many steam service stations around anymore.
Men and Spray deodorant. Right. 3 times the antiperspirant power. Men and Spray in the handy slim squeeze bottle. New Men and Push Button deodorant. The aerosol rated in tests to give more satisfactory protection by the toughest judges in the world. Men like you. Try Men and Push Button.
Would you shoot a little more on my donut over here, please? I couldn't.
Go right ahead. Have some.
Thank you. I couldn't afford the glazed donut this morning, so that'll...
It's 25 minutes before 8 o'clock in the morning. We don't recommend that, but everyone to his own stroke,
Not
right?
only sweet, but it knocks out your halitosis.
Here's Nat King Cole now with a sing-along.
It's 23 minutes before 8 o'clock on a Charlie Brown Irving Harrigan Tuesday morning program. We have 71 degrees, and we're expecting a high today in the lower 80s with clear skies. Low tonight, lower 70s. Wednesday's high in the upper 80s. It'll be just a little bit warmer in town today than it was yesterday.
Chicago, that toddling town.
For your next visit to Chicago, for reservations confirming both room and rate, call Riverside 86211. That's Riverside 86211.
Well, now let's see. It's almost 20 minutes before 8 in the morning, and What? Hey, you! Look out! Hey, stop! Who are you? What?
Steady there. Steady, boy.
He's masked. Wait a minute. What? He's masked. Who are you, anyway?
The Lone Ranger.
No, you're not the Lone Ranger. Let me get that mask. There's that mask. What? Well, who are you, anyway?
Good morning. This is Jack Lawrence, president of the National Bank of Commerce.
I knew I'd seen him.
It's dedicated to your success. Come see us.
Only if you'll promise to be straight now, Jack.
Yeah, don't fool around with us anymore, Jack.
Easy, steady, big fella, easy.
Come
Jack,
on. Now, listen. Hey, will you shut the door anyway, Jack? Please?
Did you notice there was a little teller with him in an Indian outfit? I wonder who that guy was in back of him.
I don't know, but he left this little silver bank book. I wonder... 19 minutes before 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's the number 1 tune in Dallas. They are called the Four Seasons on KLIF in Dallas. It's 16 minutes before 8 right now on your way to school time, and the temperature is 71 degrees.
Morning headlines, details soon.
The forecast for Dallas and Fort Worth goes like this: clear to partly cloudy, a little warmer today, tonight, and Wednesday, with a high today in the lower 80s and a low tonight in the lower 70s. Wednesday's high will be in the upper 80s. Winds will be coming from the southwest, southeast. Where will they be coming from?
Little left finger action there.
From the southeast, that's what it is. 10 to 15 miles per hour. Again, we have 71 degrees, and it's still cream of wheat weather, right?
That
Right.
cream of wheat weather we receive.
All an enriched cream of wheat. Delicious.
Speaking of things that are delicious, friends, at 15 minutes before 8, we have a real doorbuster special for you on the school lunch menu. This is the one we've been waiting for, kids. Today it starts with corn and tomato chowder, which would certainly give one pause at this hour of the morning. Of course, you don't eat this in the morning or anything like that. I mean, lunch usually starts around about 10:30.
They don't prepare this the night before anymore, by the way. A lot of people thought that was true. That's not true this year.
It's over 26 years.
71 degrees downtown in Dallas at 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Here's a new one and a pretty one from Andy Williams.
If you should hear that someone has eased the pain of losing you, oh, how I still love you.
That's Andy Williams. It's called Don't You Believe It at 10 minutes before 8 o'clock with 71 degrees in Dallas. And if anyone has told you lately that shaving is a drag, don't you believe that either, because shaving is now a snap.
Hey, I'll tell you, really, they've done things to shaving that you wouldn't believe. I don't know how you shave in the morning, but by George, there's only one way to do it anymore, and that is with a blade and lather. Really get in there, get a little hot water on the face, and slap on we recommend the Gillette Foamy lather. It has K34, whatever that is, but what it does is take care of facial bacteria.
It also takes care of the whiskers. It kind of sets them up and lets that Gillette Super Blue blade just whisk them right off. Really, the cleanest, closest nicest looking shave you've ever had, and it's the easy way. And you know, you can start the whole thing the easy way, too, and the economical way by taking advantage of the 1962 World Series special, which will set you up in shaving, give you everything but the hot water and the towel, and for just $1.95. We'll tell you more about it.
They don't throw in the face either. They throw in the foamy, the razor, and the blades, and it all goes for $1.95, usually for $2.29. You save 34 cents, okay? Okay, right now it's 9 minutes before 8 o'clock in the morning. Charlie and Harrigan. Hey! Who in the world? Hey, who's responsible for that back there? Who is responsible for all of that noise over there?
Golly, fellas, I'm really sorry. I did it again.
It's the officer on the beat again. Listen, now, if you keep sneaking in here during the show, the police are going to find out soon.
I'm just very sorry about it, gang.
It's 3 days in a row you've tripped in here, man. Don't you see light or anything?
Well, actually, I don't see too well. That's why I'm walking the beat. I've always wanted to be a motorcycle policeman, but I don't see well at all. I'm sorry if I interrupted anything.
Oh, well, I didn't know you had bad eyesight.
I've always wanted to be a motorcycle. In fact, I tried one time to get on a motorcycle, but I thought I could fool the police chief. And did I tell you about that?
No. You mean he knew you had bad eyesight?
Oh, they all know it down there. They call me Blinky. But I would tell you what I did. I took a dime, and I was walking the beat by the police department. I took a dime, and I hid it down on the corner by a telephone pole. And I was about a block away saying, here come the police chief.
Yeah.
And I stopped saying good morning to him, and I said, hey, police chief, isn't that a dime laying down there on the other corner?
Oh, you did this to show him you had good eyesight?
Yeah. So the police chief said, golly, I don't know. I can't see all the way down there. And I said, well, it sure looks like a dime. I'll go down and see if that's what it is.
Yeah, and did you get it?
Well, I think I had him fooled. I was about halfway down, and I think I'd have fooled him, but about halfway down, I tripped over a Buick. That was the trouble with it.
This one's number 26 on the top 40. Gene McDaniel's The Point of No Return.
You know that once upon a time.
La da 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 da. 4 minutes before 8 o'clock in the morning. That's Charlie Brown, Irving Harrigan time. 71 degrees on your way to work or school time.
What is it? It's a giant in Dallas. It's Skyland Chrysler Plymouth, south of Love Field.
We're up to about 3 minutes now before the hour. This is KLIF, very Dallas, and we'd like to congratulate again the young ladies who won the $1,000 on the ESP contest. They were Mrs. Paul Walters of 3106 Idaho, Mrs. E.P. Nickens, Route 2, Whitney, Texas, and Mrs. B.R. Hightower of 1614 Lebanon Avenue in Dallas. And we congratulate them and hope that they'll spend it in good health.
How do you do? Is this the Charlie Brown, Irving Harrigan
Yes,
program?
it is, sir. May we help you?
How do you do, Mr. Is it Mr.
Charlie Brown.
Harrigan?
No, Mr. Brown.
How do you do? My name is Jack Robertson, as in quick as you can say, Jack Robertson.
Oh, I see.
I have several new products on the market. I think your casting director sent me.
Oh, yes. Yes. You were the fellow who has named all his products after common things so that he gets free plugs.
That's right. I have a new company called the Ethel Gasoline Company.
I see. When someone says fill it up with Ethel, they plug your brand right there.
That's right, you see. So I have a lot of things I'd like to...
Well, listen, why don't you hang around? Maybe we can talk to you a little later on and get some ideas.
All right, I have a few samples of the products I'd like to pass on to
you. You just sit down and we'll have our chorus come in and do a little Firestone jingle.
All the smartest buyers drive on Firestone tires because they know in every kind of test, from the speedway trials to the turnpike miles, they all agree that Firestone is the best.
See your nearby Firestone dealer or store.
Would you care to give us
Matter of fact, that's a very interesting point that they've made there. I have a company called Tubeless Tire Company.
Oh, I see. All your tires are tubeless.
Every time any other company mentions tubeless tires, they're plugging my brand.
That's pretty good.
I'm coming out with a new one called the White Wall Tire Company. I got a new soft drink. It's called Pop.
I'll sit down. Will you? Little alley cat music for you if you're on the prowl this morning at 1 minute before 8 o'clock on a Charlie and Harrigan show, KLIF 1190 in Dallas.
When I came to Washington more than 22 years ago and entered the Congress, two of the most brilliant writers then on the Washington scene were
Charlie Brown
and
Harrigan. Yes, it's Harrigan.
It's a good weather Tuesday, September 11th, 1962, that finds us together again on the Charlie and Harrigan show. There's no rain forecast for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're the only area in the Southwest that has no rain forecast. Elvis Presley sings on at 11 minutes past 8 o'clock.
She's sitting right over there. Just heard you. Hello. Just heard you.
Say, waiter, the cook wanted to know what Elvis Presley over there at the table wanted for dessert. She said for you to go over and check and see what he wants for dessert.
He wants a big old check. Me find out what he wants. Just tell her him say jello.
Everybody likes Big KLIFF and old Big D. 11.
We now have 73 degrees downtown in Dallas, and it's about 13 and a half minutes past 8 o'clock. We're going to be with you till 10 this morning.
Grandpa Moore has just expanded his service department, 26 years.
We have with us in the studios today a young man who I think has taken advantage of the advertising done today in so many brands by inventing products and using names that are commonly used in other commercials. And this way, he gets free commercial time and doesn't have to pay for advertising. Sir, you want to come up and tell us about some of your products?
Thank you very much. I'd be very happy to. We have several products on the market today. The idea that I first received was in reading used car ads, and I decided to come out with a new car line, and I've talked General Motors into going along with it. We're going to come out with a line called Cream Puff Cars, you see.
I see. Got a lot of free newspaper
That's
advertising.
Right. Now, we're coming out, the American Tobacco people are coming out in conjunction with me with a new product called Harsh Cigarettes.
Oh, I've seen that advertised a lot.
They're all over the place, in the papers, on TV, and everything. But my biggest coup so far, I think, has been to get together with Standard Oil, and they're coming out with a pastry line.
A pastry line?
That's right. We're going to call it Humble Pie.
KLIF 1190.
Morning headlines, Dr. Soblin dies in London.